Well, hello there, motherfuckers. I just want to make a quick little video here um, about the Ebola virus and my opinions on it. Now, not a whole lot is known. The facts about this are very, wishy-washy. We don't see a lot of real facts. We see a lot of fear-mongering in this whole outbreak story. This is a fatal virus. It's a serious virus. It's a virus that originated in Africa. But from what I could see about this virus is that it's a lot of fear. This has been a tactic. They've been reporting on this. At the same time, the media is responsible for just totally hyping this up, making this a whole big to-do. And this is once again one of those things that just fucking comes out of nowhere. It's like just all too convenient that a story like this just always seems to pop up. You know, there's like no groundwork laid for it. It's just all of a sudden it's there. Just like the same thing with ISIS. Like, where the fuck did that come from? It pops out of nowhere. You hadn't been hearing about it. And then in recent months, it's like suddenly these things just exist. And that's the thing. It's like a lot of fear mongering. All of a sudden you go from 0 to 100. And, I don't see how this cannot raise any suspicions, raise a couple of eyebrows. I think everybody's eyebrows should be raised as a cause of this. Now, this also, if Ebola is as real as they say that it is, I believe there is one person that has died from Ebola. A couple of people have contracted it but haven't died yet. If those statistics are real, if they're factual, who the fuck knows anymore? When it comes to the media, stories are just thrown around. It's like a fucking blender, Things are thrown around. Facts are distorted. You don't know opinion from fact. You don't know editorials from actual real articles. And when articles become editorials and editorials become articles, you don't know where the fuck to turn to for your news anymore. And then you could go to, alternative news sources on YouTube and various number of other websites, and you don't know if they're real. How do you know what is real, what is fact, what is fiction? It's almost impossible to tell them apart nowadays. But I just, this isn't going to be a long format video because, like I said, once again, there's not a lot known about it. So I'm not going to talk about a topic where really there isn't a whole lot to talk about. We can't really talk about Ebola so much because we really don't know how much it has spread, how true it is, because all facts are really distorted. It's just a bunch of celebrities, Chris Brown and such, making this out to be a big to-do. We're talking about it on all the news media outlets. But I just want to say this one thing. If Ebola is as real as it says it is, and it's originated from Africa, here's a word of advice: stop fucking around in other countries, because you see what fucking happens. You see what happens. This is a virus where that is fact. It did originate in Africa, and we're so busy being the world police, sticking our nose into other people's business when we have a host of problems right here in the homeland, motherfuckers. I never understood that. We're billions of dollars in debt. We're fucking strapped with debt. Our money is practically meaningless, worthless, because we've pretty much drained all the worth from it due to all our debt. And here we go. We're sticking our nose in the country that has a number of viruses and diseases spread throughout. Just a country that is just faced with disease on a daily basis. You shouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And there's nothing really that we could get from Africa that would really benefit this country that we can't get from other countries that don't have fatal viruses. But of course we have people going over there and fucking around and coming back here and exposing us to all the Ebola greatness. Thank you very much, stupid fucks. So I do believe actually that there is Ebola in this country, and I blame the dumb fucks who don't know how to keep their noses out of other fucking countries. All right, motherfuckers. Okay. So stop with the fear mongering. Stop going to other countries and just fucking things up for everybody else because you're on some type of humanitarian trip. Obama hasn't done anything to stop to quell this fucking dumbass way we go about things in this country. That we're going to other countries before we solve the problems here. You go to Manhattan in New York City and you see a bunch of bums on the street, and we're going to help the bums out in another country first. How about helping out our own people, our citizens? Those are some of them are natural born citizens that are homeless, that are starving on the street, and we're going to go to other countries and save their homeless and starving people. And most of the time when we send money over there, it just goes to their corrupt governments like Africa so they could pay for AK-47s and a bunch of other fucking weapons that they're going to use to kill the innocents in that country. You see that? You see what happens? Fuck this fucking country already in their dumbass ways. This is a great country. It could be a great country, but you have a bunch of fucking mamalukes making sure that it doesn't happen that way. And look what happens. Now we got a virus because of these fucking bastards. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks.